It has been 60 days since I started my hair growth journey. And just like with the beard growth journey that I've documented in the past on this channel, I want to showcase the entire time lapse of my hair growth process throughout these 60 days. Because although it may not seem like my hair has grown that much, when you see these first few pictures, you're going to know that the things that I've been doing to grow my hair have most certainly been working. That being said, the first picture is from September 25th, 2023, 60 days ago. Now, if you've been watching my beard growth videos, or if you watched my beard growth videos, because clearly I don't have a beard anymore, you probably remember this picture, right? You might remember just, if nothing else, the dejection in my eyes. The reason why I looked so dejected and demoralized was because I had just messed up my mustache. I had just messed up my mustache the previous day, and I lost pretty much 1.5 to 2 months worth of facial hair growth progress. And as you can tell, I was very, very, very salty about that. But ignoring the beard for now, this is what my hair looked like on day one. Okay, so I've been rocking the buzz cut with the bald fade for probably the past 6 months or so, give or take, maybe since around May or April. I don't know. Just earlier this year, I started rocking with the buzz cut, and this would have been probably a 1 against the grain. So just about as low as you can go without being bald. Okay, now it's important to understand that my hair does grow fast, so I had been giving myself that same buzz cut every single week for pretty much the entirety of the time that I had it. But this is what the starting point was. Okay, I was next to bald, and then I had that weak mustache, okay, and then a little goatee to match. Again, this was after I messed my mustache up, so I had to kind of recoup on all of the progress that I had lost. Now, this right here is from about a week after that, October 3rd, 2023. Okay, you see the budding optimism in my eyes, because although my beard was pretty much done for, granted, I did managed to recover quite well from that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go and watch the beard growth videos. But although my beard was not where I wanted it to be, my hair was definitely growing, and it was growing quite rapidly. Now you can see I still had a bit of a fade, but again, this was 1 week later, and you could tell this wasn't a fresh cut. You could tell I hadn't just given myself this cut. Because again, my hair grows fast. It naturally grows fast, and this journey wasn't about preventing hair loss or reversing the aging process or anything. It was about maximizing the hair growth genetics that I already have. So you can see my hair had already gotten quite a bit longer. It was no longer a skin fade. It was more of a shadow fade. If you're a barber, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not a barber myself, but I do cut my own hair. Now, that being said, this next picture right here, October 9th, 2023, you can see I'm sitting up a little higher. Okay, I'm feeling myself a little bit, not just because my hair has gotten longer and my beard was starting to fill in again, but also because you could see I at least somewhat succeeded in giving myself a lineup. Now, throughout this process, I did experiment very, very lightly at that. I experimented with giving myself a lineup because I figured that if my hair is going to get longer, I don't want it to look super, super messy. I still want it to look well kept while being longer. So I started to experiment with lining myself up, which was a very, very, very risky endeavor, given that I'm doing this hair growth thing. And you can see just a few pictures ago, I had messed up my beard doing the same exact thing. But nevertheless, I figured it was worth the risk, and although it's not a barber lineup or anything like that, I think I did decently well. I did decently well considering that I had never really tried to fully line myself up. Okay, I had kind of cleaned up the edges before, but I had never given myself a proper lineup. And you can see in this next picture right here, this was October 18th, 2023, I did it again. Okay, I managed to kind of carve out a little corner right there, so okay, we were making a little bit of progress in that regard and really keeping it well kept while the hair was still growing. And you could see that the hair was indeed growing. Okay, by this point, the fade was gone. So we started September 25th. October 18th, the fade is completely gone. Okay, my hair grows quick. Granted, that's almost a month, but yeah, the fade was gone and there was relatively substantial hair growth throughout that month, as well as beard growth, but this video is about the hair. So you can see my hair is kind of straight, and this is something about my hair is that it's not curly when it's short. My hair doesn't curl up when it's short. Whenever my hair is short, it's straight. So I don't have the little small coily curls. I want to say I'm maybe a 3C or 4A hair texture, somewhere in that range, depending on the weather and if my hair is washed, etc. But yeah, I have straight hair when it's short because I'm mixed. Okay, so I don't just have regular hair that somebody with my skin complexion wouldn't necessarily have, on average at least. Not to say that my hair texture is better or worse, but I'm not even going to open up that dialogue, okay? I shouldn't have to say that. Now, the next picture right here is from October 22nd, 2023. Now, I know it looks like I made substantial progress within those 4 days as far as my hair growth, but really all that happened within those 4 days was that my hair got so long that I can no longer brush it. So, again, my hair tends to be straight when it's short, but as it gets longer, it starts to curl up naturally. And eventually, my hair will always reach a point where even when I try to brush it, it won't stay down. And between October 18th and October 22nd, my hair reached that point. So I decided to go ahead and fully embrace the awkward, almost there, I can't believe it's not curls, curly hair. And it's not fully curly, but it's definitely not straight either. Okay, now mind you, this is less than a month in, or maybe about a month, about 30 days, give or take, into my hair growth journey. And my hair is already starting to curl up. Okay, and we started from a buzz cut with a bald fade. And my hair is already curling up, both on the top and the sides. So, again, I have good hair growth genetics, but from what I recall, that was never the case before. That was never the case where my hair would start to curl up like that. And also, just a little side note, but most people who, well, really anybody who only knows me from YouTube has never seen my hair like this before. Because anytime I've had my hair short throughout the duration of my YouTube journey, I had waves. So this is the first time that you get to see what my hair looks like, where it's short, but I don't have waves. I'm not actively trying to get 360 waves or getting a fade every week, etc. I'm just letting it grow out, letting it do its thing. This is what my hair looks like. And again, you see, I was lining it up, and honestly, this one right here came out pretty well. That being said, October 30th, about 8 days later, after the previous picture, you can see my hair is genuinely curling up at this point. It's genuinely curling up, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that this was about the time that I decided to stop lining up my hair, because I realized it's getting too long for that. It's getting way too long to be lining it up. And for some people, they'll still keep lining their hair up even when they have an afro or whatever. For me, I want to keep my hair natural. I want it to be as natural as I can possibly have it, or as it can possibly be. So you can see the hair is definitely starting to curl up, and you can see those little loose strands sticking up. That's how you know your hair is curling up. And I don't really do anything to make my hair curly. I have my curly hair routines or whatever that I've shown in past videos, but ultimately my hair is curly because, again, I'm mixed and I just naturally have loose curls. I have a loose curl pattern. But for you, your hair might be different. What I can say is that I was able to get to this point quicker. I was able to get to the curly hair era a lot quicker because of the routine that I'm going to show you later on in this video with Copenhagen Grooming. But you can see my hair is filling in very, very nicely. The fade is pretty much gone. The sides have caught up to the top. Everything's evened out. And honestly, this isn't a bad look at all. I think that maybe if I decide to cut my hair in the future, I might bring it back down to about this level. And this is also a good level where it doesn't really require all that much maintenance. Okay, if you have curly hair, you know it can be very, very, very taxing and tiring and tedious to maintain it. But this right here was kind of a bit of a Goldilocks zone in a sense. Same with the beard too. Now, speaking of the beard, you can see in this next picture, November 7th, I had cut the beard off. Now, I explained why I cut the beard off in one of my nofap vlogs that I was making at that time. But I think that cutting the beard off kind of made my hair seem longer as well. But then, even disregarding the contrast effect, if you look at the top of my hair compared to the other picture, you can see that it definitely got longer. Okay, my hair is fully curly at this point. It's genuinely curly. I can say with 100% confidence that as of November 7th, 2023, I had curly hair. Okay, curly hair plus the goatee. This is a new Jordan right here. This is a version of Jordan that nobody's seen before. Okay, my power levels are over 9,000. And you can see the lineup is completely gone as well. And that just goes to show you also how quickly my hair grows, that literally, 2 weeks later, my lineup was completely gone. Completely 100% gone. The next picture, November 14th, 2023, you can see I made some pretty substantial progress there. I made some pretty substantial progress throughout that week in terms of my curly hair. And I think that my hair, the longer it gets, the faster it grows. I don't know if everybody's like that or if that's just a me thing or even if that's just a trick of the mind. But I do believe that even looking back to prior hair journeys, the longer my hair has gotten, the faster it started growing, especially once I got it braided, which I'll talk about that here in a second. But you can see the lineup is completely gone. My hair has fully surrendered to its natural state. And you've seen my morning hair routine throughout my vlogs. Okay, I literally just dunk my head under the cold water and then just dry it off. And this is what my hair looks like. But you still haven't seen my hair growth routine. Okay, you're going to see later on in this video how I was able to make that much progress within less than 2 months. Okay, that was November 14th. Today is the 27th. So that was almost 2 weeks ago. Okay, my hair was already getting to that point. Now, the next picture, November 20th. So about a week ago, shout out to Bobby Shmurda. About a week ago, I took this picture right here, and you can see that the curls are basically fully formed. Okay, they're fully formed, and my hair is getting to that point where it's long. Okay, it's still short compared to what it will be, but it's long compared to what it was. It's definitely much longer, even compared to the previous few weeks. And you can tell just based on how long the top is, since we're doing a side angle in this picture, you can tell that the top has gotten a lot longer, and my hair tends to grow proportionally. Granted, sometimes the sides grow faster than the top, but I started off with shorter hair on the sides anyway, so it all evens out. But you can see that my hair is definitely making some great progress as far as the growth goes in this picture right here. And the last picture, well, there is no last picture, okay? You can see me right now, so I'll go ahead and give you a little side angle, just like in the pictures. You can see that my hair has made some substantial progress as far as length goes. And this right here is a length check. Don't know if you can really see that, but if I pull my hair out like this is how long it is. And then on the sides, it definitely has some pretty solid length. Now, just like I was saying earlier, I don't line my hair up or anything like that. I also don't go to a barber. And I had some people tell me that I should taper it or get a fade. And I thought about doing those things, especially a taper. I actually thought about trying that on myself, but I didn't want to risk messing it up and losing my progress. But even with going to a barber and getting a taper, the reason why I don't want to do that, the reason why I just want to let it grow naturally, especially here in the back, is because I want to get it braided. I want to get it braided literally the first chance I get, because I really don't want curly hair. I just want long hair to where I can get it braided so that I don't have to cut it and wash it twice a week, etc. But that's the reason why I've been letting it grow naturally. Right now I have the trust the process curls. Okay, my hair is legitimately curly. It looks a little nappy right now, and honestly I haven't been taking the best care of it in terms of my routine, but my focus has been growth more so than maintenance. The maintenance will come later, and like I said, I just want to get it braided the first chance I get anyways. But this is pretty much what we're working with. Okay, I'll show you a top-down view. I honestly don't know what the top of my head looks like. I probably won't know until I edit this video. But this is what we're looking like, okay? Show you the back. Hopefully you can see that. This is what the back of my head is looking like. Like I said, I don't want to taper off the bottom of the back because I want to get braids, and I don't want my hang time to just be here. I want my hang time to actually hang. If you have braids, or if you've ever had braids, you know what I'm talking about when I say hang time. But if you don't have braids, basically the hang time is how far down the braids come. And if I get a taper, which moves the hairline up, then the braids don't come down as far. And I just don't like how that looks personally. But that's the plan with this. And ideally, I want to get braids before I get to the 150-day mark of this hair growth journey. I don't know if it'll happen or if it'll be possible. I'm sure that if I go to the right stylist, some of these people can braid air. They can braid your thoughts together. But I mean in a healthy and sustainable manner where my head won't be itching and I won't be having to do all of this. Once again, if you have braids or if you've ever had braids, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that. But I do want to be able to get braids before the 150-day mark. And at the rate that my hair is growing at, I think I will definitely be able to get there. I definitely believe I'll be able to get there because the hair growth kit that I've been using has been working very, very well. That being said, let me go ahead and show you my hair growth routine, courtesy of Copenhagen Grooming, the sponsor of today's video. So the Copenhagen Grooming hair growth kit comes with a few different products, but I'm just going to be showing you the products that I personally use because, once again, I'm not really focused on hair loss prevention. That's not really an issue for me. I'm more focused on maximizing my already good or decent to good hair growth genetics. That being said, the first product that I use on a daily basis is the hair growth capsules. Okay, I take one of these every single day, as is the recommended dosage. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take one on camera for you just so that you know that I'm not just saying this just to say it. Okay, now these right here have, I believe, 10,000% of your daily recommended intake of biotin. And biotin, as far as hair growth, beard growth, any sort of growth in that regard, nails even, is very, very beneficial. In addition to biotin, it also has copious amounts of selenium and zinc, which also help with hair growth, as well as copper, which helps aid healthy hair pigmentation. So you can see this is what the capsules look like from close range. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and drink some water. Done. So usually I take that after or during breakfast because you are supposed to take it with a meal. I forgot to do it earlier. It is now 3:06 a.m. and I do have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich here, which I will be eating as soon as I turn this camera off. But before I turn the camera off, I'm going to show you the other product that I use, which is the Activator Hair Serum. Now, once again, I use both of these products every single day. Now, with this product right here, what you're going to want to do, I personally recommend using this at night because you're supposed to let it soak in your hair without washing it out. So I feel like it's ideal to just do it before you go to sleep so that you don't have to worry about washing it out or sweating it out or anything like that. I'm sure you're fine if you sweat, but to get the most optimal results, I'd recommend doing it right before you sleep or sometime during the night. So basically, you're going to take this right here. You can see it has kind of a pointed tip, and you're just going to put the pointed tip on your scalp and you're going to squeeze about a drop. So I'm going to put one in my hand just to show you how much you should use, generally speaking, for each part of your hair. So you can see that's about a drop, maybe a little more than that actually, but you're going to do drops all around your head. So for example, I'm going to do one right here on the top of my head. I know you probably can't see it, but basically, maybe you can, maybe you can't. You're going to put the drop there and you're going to rub it in your hair. Now mind you, these products are good for any hair texture, any hair type. I just so happen to have curly hair and I'm on a curly hair journey or a hair growth journey, and I just so happen to have curly hair. But if you have straight hair or anything else in between, it's perfectly fine. But make sure that you apply this thoroughly. So use that pointed tip to get through your hair and get to your scalp because your hair grows from the scalp first. And you're gonna want to go ahead and just massage that in. Okay, don't rub it too hard because you're gonna rub the hair follicles off your head. Alright, don't do that. I don't think that's actually possible, but you get the idea. Don't rub your head too hard. So you're gonna put about a drop on the side, a big voluptuous drop at that. Okay, you can maybe see some of the moisture. Also, this is what my hair looks like after I take a shower at night. I should probably film more videos after my shower because those post-shower curls hit different, especially with the cold showers. So, let me go ahead and put one on the other side right here. I have a small head, by the way, so if you have a bigger head, you might need to put more drops on your head, but this is just what I personally do. Maybe a couple drops on the top, a drop on each side, and then massage it in. And then I'll put a few drops in the back. Okay, so just gonna do like that. And then, I don't know if you can actually see the serum, but just gonna massage it in like that. Just like that, and then maybe another drop toward the bottom right there. Okay, so just massage that in. And again, I do this every single night. Every single night. And that level of consistency with these two products right here all but guarantee that your hair will grow at a very rapid rate. And if you're watching this video, and especially if you've watched it up to this point, I'm assuming that that's what you want. So definitely click the link down below if you're interested in getting some of the results that I've gotten, or maybe even better results, who knows, if you implement some of the other products in the hair growth kit. And I'm not gonna lie, it is 3:09 a.m. and that sandwich is looking very appetizing. So I'm gonna just go ahead and end the video right now.